I've got some skin in the game with this one because Alan and I are returning to Europe at the end of May, so it's very close. We're going for a few months, and I can tell you that we are not ride fit. We have been working hard on Throw Your Leg Over and some other things and life stuff, and riding really has had to take a bit of a back seat. Hey adventurer, I'm Bridget Hallam from Throw Your Leg Over, and today we're talking about ride fitness for your adventures. And by the end of this episode, you'll know how to get your ride fitness to where you want it to be. When I'm talking about ride fitness, essentially it's about the stamina that you have when you're riding. Ride fitness can be physical and it can be mental. And today I'm going to focus on the physical side of things. And by this I mean how you feel at the end of a ride. How does your body feel? Does your body feel good and strong? Or do you know that you need to build your ride fitness up? I've got some skin in the game with this one because Alan and I are returning to Europe at the end of May, so it's very close. We're going for a few months, and I can tell you that we are not ride fit. We have been working hard on Throw Your Leg Over and some other things and life stuff, and riding really has had to take a bit of a back seat. I know this is not an uncommon situation. You might be in a similar situation or have been in a similar situation. So you probably know what I'm talking about. But these are the things to keep an eye out for with regards to ride fitness. These are the things that will tell you it's probably not where you need it or want it to be. And they're things like your body aching and sore, in your wrists and your shoulders, maybe your neck or your back. Maybe your legs get really weary after a day riding. You might find that you're really feeling quite exhausted or fatigued after a few hours in the saddle. You might start finding ways to avoid slow riding situations because they require more of you physically and mentally. You might dread having to park because your bike's feeling heavy, or U-turns, or dealing with gravel and car parks. You might find that towards the end of the day, it's just getting harder and harder to really be focused, and that's always a red flag. Or you might find at the end of the day that you're just feeling kind of drained, physically and mentally. If you're wondering why ride fitness is even important, I want to reassure you that it is not about being athletic. It's not about being sporty. It's really about having that sustainable stamina over the whole of your riding day. And that's so that, you can do things like hold your bike up with ease when you pull up at a stop. You can ride at slow speeds without that extra layer of exhaustion. It's easier for you to maintain your focus for the whole day, which is so important, as we know. And also, it's not so obvious, but it will give you an extra sense of calm across all different situations. And what that means is that you'll be able to make better decisions. And that is always a good thing. I have no data to back this up, but I'm convinced that it will help prevent niggly little injuries. You're going to be getting on and off your bike repeatedly throughout the day. So you don't want to be going, oh, and throwing your hip out. But I think the most important thing is that you will enjoy your rides more. You will enjoy your adventures more. That for me is the key thing. And a stronger body is always good, let's face it. And the older you get, the more important it is. So here are my tips for developing your riding fitness and getting stronger. The first one is the best one. Ride more frequently. If you're like me at the moment and it feels like you're getting out every blue moon, just make a plan to ride more frequently. And I would say also ease into it. If occasionally, you're getting out for a quick blat of a couple of hours every month, I would not suggest doing a weekend of hard riding over 2 full days. I would say ease into it. Just build up your fitness gradually. And then, if you can, ride back-to-back days. So do a weekend ride, for example. Ride on the Saturday and then ride on the Sunday. It's easier to do a day ride when you've got the next day to recover and take it easy. But if you're riding one day and then riding the next day, it will require more of you physically. So when you are starting to build that ride fitness, start doing some weekend rides or back-to-back rides. And it might just be going out for a ride on Saturday and coming home, and then going out for a ride on Sunday and coming home, or it might be a weekend away. The other thing that you can do to build your ride fitness is to build your fitness in general by doing things that you enjoy, that are physical. If you like walking, then do more walking, lifting weights, hiking, playing footy, dancing, whatever it is that you enjoy that will build your general fitness. If you are like us and you've got a bigger adventure coming up, then planning is going to come into it. We know that we're going into this Europe adventure not with great ride fitness. And so if you're in a similar situation, you can do a couple of things with your planning of your adventure that will help. 2 things straight off the bat. You can plan to ride shorter days, so maybe start off with half days, or plan to get into your destination early afternoon, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, instead of, say, 5 o'clock. That's one thing you can do. Shorter days. The flip side of that is if you do kind of have to do longer days right off the bat, see if you can weave in some rest days so that you're not doing big days back to back to back. Just for a little while until your fitness builds. This is what we'll be doing when we land in Europe at the end of May. We will not be jumping on beauty and taking off and doing long days day after day after day. We will be easing into it. And this is a great way to do it. Incidentally, if you do want to follow us on our Europe adventure, head over to Facebook or Instagram. Just do a quick search for Throw Your Leg Over Curves or Throw Your Leg Over and follow along. We'll be sharing all our adventures on the socials, so feel free to do that. And I would love to know what you have done to get ride fit. Is there a special thing that you do that you know works for you? Is there something that you know doesn't work for you? I would love to know. Send me a message, send me an email. Tell me about it. I would love to know. And feel free to click that subscribe button so that you get notified when the next episodes of this podcast drop and you won't miss out on a thing. I'd love you to leave me a review or a comment or share the episode with one of your riding buddies so that she can listen as well. That would be amazing. And I will see you next week.